Few people will dispute that men and women are simply different, and these differences also exist in the workplace. So it should come as no surprise that women network differently than men do. We have different skills, different strategies, different styles. We do have some advantages, but we can also learn some things from our male colleagues. So what are the advantages women have in networking? First of all, we place a tremendous amount of value on relationships. We are great at building and maintaining relationships. We're willing to put in the work, the time, the energy, the effort to really create a solid foundation. We also tend to have very diverse relationships. We're not only involved in our company and perhaps our professional associations or industry, but in our communities. We get involved with charities, our kids' schools, and through that, we develop a very diverse, wide network, which can absolutely be an asset as we move through our career. Women are natural connectors. We simply love to introduce person A to person B. It's something we do naturally in our personal life. We never use Google or the Yellow Pages to find a new caterer or to get a new pediatrician for our kids. We ask our friends, our neighbors, we access our network on an everyday basis. What we need to do, however, is translate the skill into our professional world. That's where women need to focus. Women also excel at communication and etiquette. And while this may seem like a small thing, it really can make the difference. We keep the communication going. We remember people's kids and their birthday. We talk to them. We connect at a deep level. And this can really be valuable because it creates rapport. It creates trust. It creates a kind of bond that, if we utilize it correctly, can really help us achieve our goals. Many would tend to argue, however, that men tend to have better, more tangible results from networking. So the question becomes, what can we learn from them? I think men tend to have a much more strategic approach to networking, so let's talk a little bit about the advantages that they have. First of all, men are much better than women at leveraging their network. Women spend so much time and energy building a fantastic network, but we seem hesitant to pick up the phone and access it for help, for access, for introductions, for resources, anything along those lines. For some reason, we won't leverage what we've worked so hard to build, and men simply do. They don't think about whether or not the person will be willing to help. They just know that's the right person. So we need to learn to leverage what we've built, because that is where the power of networking truly lies. Also, women tend to have a habit of waiting for invitations, whether it's to join the guys for lunch or to serve on a committee or to speak on a panel. We tend to wait, while guys, they just invite themselves. Nothing wrong with that, and we need to learn to invite ourselves, because chances are the guys are not trying to exclude us, it just doesn't occur to them to invite us to the table. Another thing that women need to learn to do to get more out of their networking is to simply measure the ROI. What is your return on investment? If you join an organization, if you have a peer group, if you serve on the board of directors of an organization, if you speak at an event, what is the return you're getting? Are you getting the information, the access, the reputation, the things that will really help you achieve your goals? Or are you simply joining the organization year after year because you're comfortable with it? If you're not getting the results you need, if there's not something in it for you, you need to change your networking strategy. Finally, I would recommend every woman focus on building their network up. And what I mean by that is, don't be satisfied by merely having your peers in your inner circle. You need the people who are ahead of you on the career curve, who are up the ladder a few rungs and have the ability to really help you, introduce you to key influencers, gain you access to opportunities, become an advocate. Men easily network up, and women seem to hang back and just be comfortable with people that are at their same level. You need to change that strategy. I believe that successful networking ultimately incorporates the strengths of women and the strategies of men.